Today's video is brought to you by Oxedo LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxedo LED lighting, and here is some after Oxedo LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxedo LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. In today's episode we're doing something a little different. We are actually going to be cleaning up all of the components for the dash of our 40 Ford convertible that we are doing a restoration job on. So I've got kind of everything set up over here that we're going to be working with today. I've got a drill set up with a nice hard felt buffing pad. I've got some good old trusty mothers. This here is our dash. We're going to try to clean this all up today, possibly see if we can get this face off and get everything cleaned up. I don't know how well you can see, but some of the cork gasket is drooping and sagging, and we got a little bit over here as well in the corner, so I want to kind of clean that up. Our clock, well, our clock has definitely seen better days. We do have stuff to rebuild that, so we're going to do that part as well. And we got some little trim pieces here that wrap around the corners of the dash by the ashtrays there. And then some center stuff here. This is in the center of the dash, and that is a big part that you see, so you can kind of tell it's a little crusty and dirty, and we want to catch it before anything real nasty happens there. So we're gonna clean that guy up as well, try to get in between all of these fins and make that guy really stand out on that new dash. So we're gonna crack on with this. But before we do, you guys know the routine. Please go ahead, hit that subscription button, the notification bell, leave a comment, a thumbs up, all that stuff. It is super helpful. It's very greatly appreciated. Alright, I'm gonna throw some earbuds in, probably throw you guys on a time lapse here and get cracking on some of this goodness. So it's the next day, and I didn't realize, but I thought I hit record and I didn't. I started to clean this up a little bit. I got these lenses here buffed out a little bit and cleaned up. I'm just trying to get up in the corners here. Don't know how well some of that will show up at all, but it is a lot cleaner than, say, the mileage or that guy there. So we're going to keep cleaning. I don't believe I am going to risk taking this panel off to fix the gaskets. You can see that it's fallen there and down here in this bottom corner. I don't want to risk breaking this. It's already cracked here in the center, and it's just a hairline crack, but if the light hits it just right, you might be able to see it. I don't want to risk that. It does have a few like little tabs. I'm not sure what that is, how that's held in, but I am not going to risk it. I don't trust myself, and it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I can definitely live with that. So we're just going to go ahead, finish cleaning this up, wrap it up, and get that dash put back together here one of these days. Now, I don't know if I'm doing this the right way, the wrong way, but it's the way that I'm doing it. And if there is a better way, I'd like to hear about it, but by the time I do, it'll be too late because I'll already be done. But I do love to hear about new things or new methods or alternative ways of taking care of things. So leave a comment. So there's the oil one. We got that little window cleaned up, and kind of got to get into this crack a little. I'd like to try to protect this a little bit. As you can see, it's not holding a lot of its color yet. It's getting a little white, sun fade and dry. I did buff it a little to try to shine it up and bring it back. Does look a little bit better, but still, it's as good as it's going to get. Let's knock this battery one out. Here's a before. There's the battery after. You can definitely tell it's a lot cleaner, but you can absolutely see that cork gasket in there. Well, for now it is what it is. Stay tuned for updates according to gaskets anyway. Well, boys and girls, I think that's about as good as that's gonna get for today. This is discolored in here and I can't get that out, and I don't know if I want to repaint these. I don't know if that'll look too fresh on the older plastic there, so I don't want it to stand out too much. I might just leave it the way it is, but again, to be determined. So make sure you've hit the subscription button, and you'll get notified if you click on that bell when I upload a new update on the 40 Ford convertible. Anyways, that's going to wrap things up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. We did get some pretty decent progress on that. We did not get to the clock just for the simple fact that I don't have the parts here to rebuild that thing yet. So once I get those, we'll do a video rebuilding that clock. So anyways, we got all of that chrome cleaned up. We got this gauge cluster cleaned up here, and the majority of that stuff can go back on the dash when it is painted, and we are really, really close to that, because stay tuned, boys, I've got a surprise coming in the next update video on the 40 Ford, but we've made some hella progress and it's looking pretty nice. You're gonna be pleased, so you'll not want to miss that. As always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.